Fiji. It's quite shredded, isn't it? Ready for the quarantine flag, and then our Tuvalinian? What is the word? Tubation? What's the word? I better look that up before we get there, eh?
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be notified of future episodes.
We're an hour out of Denarau and we have got 7 knots of breeze. So we've got the sail up and the engines are on. We know that once we get out beyond the reef and out of the lee of the land, it's going to be decidedly windier. But for now we're bobbing along in a flat calm sea. Just chilling out. That looks yummy.
Yeah, just making up some fresh salad for lunch after a busy morning.
We've got perfect conditions to be preparing food, and we've got plenty of fresh stuff to use up at the moment.
Yeah, so we're enjoying this. I think once we pop out of the reef tonight, it's going to get a bit lumpy, so we're enjoying conditions at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. We are just passing Wire Island, and the wind shadow that we've been in most of today has just gone. So we have sails up, engines off, we're doing 6 knots, 1 reef in. We're going to be sort of doing a little turn out to the open ocean in probably an hour or so. So that's going to be the onset of night time as well, and we'll probably double reef at that point, because as we head north we're actually going to go through the an area where you have accelerated winds near the Batu Ida channel, so we will be reefing as a precaution and still hopefully get good boat speed. So night 1, we've just popped out of the reef system just in the southern Yasawas, and we're currently double reefed 20 to 25 knots we've seen so far. And this wind is going to last until midnight, and then it's going to sort of slowly die off over the course of the next probably 24 hours. And then after that, I don't think there's going to be much wind at all.
Well, it is a Friday morning. It's 10:30. Pretty lumpy night. Gusts of up to 27 knots, which we were expecting, just forecast. And we were reefed and ready for it, but we were expecting it to be a little bit more behind the beam than it was, and it wasn't. It was just forward of the beam, so it made for a jolly uncomfortable evening. But again, we covered some ground, so we made up the time that we'd lost when we set off from Denarau yesterday, and it's a grey day.
Had a cracking sail today. The wind was meant to soften and go a bit light, but it's still 15 knots and we're still doing 7 through the water, so we'll take that while we can. For now, yeah, we're all good. We're just settling into our sleep patterns, and the sea state's calmed down a lot now, so it's a lot more comfortable, and yeah, all is good on board.
Well, good morning from the flight deck of Double Trouble. It is 5:20. I have got the first signs of the sun coming up out in the east there, and yeah, all is good with the world. Our lovely wind has dropped off. We're getting between 8 and 10 knots now, so we've slowed down considerably. The sea state is incredibly calm. Rob is down having a sleep. Not much else to report really. We had a bit of a squally night. One heavy downpour that washed the salt off the boat, which was good. But yeah, that's about it. It's a very pleasant morning. My view of squalls this morning. All those orange things are squalls surrounding Double Trouble.
And there they were, forming a big squally circle all the way around Double Trouble. It wasn't long before the first one hit.
Gave the boat a good clean. This is pretty much what it's done to our wind. Sucked it away and it's just swinging around the dial. Saturday lunch.
Yep.
What are we having, oh chef?
Spinach and onion budgies and some dal soup because, you know, it's nice and warming. Leftover sort of a island spinach style, I don't know, just green stuff really. So, and then chickpea flour.
Heaped with masala and chilli.
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong?
Bit of a squall line ahead. It's about 3 miles out. It's pretty much running all the way across the front of us. So we're going to have to go through. That'll be a squall then. We've been tracking this for a little while. It's a bit of a big system. There's no way we could go either side of it, so we're going through it. We've reefed and brought the head sail in. Wind speeds aren't too big, but it's just dumping a lot of rain.
That's making use of the free water down there.
Just getting rid of all the salt. It's good.
It's lashing with rain.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
The calm after the squall. The weather on the open ocean never ceases to amaze us. It can change in mere minutes. Our journey was taking us through the South Pacific Convergence Zone, a persistent band of cloudiness, rain and thunderstorms that stretches from the Solomon Islands to French Polynesia. It was becoming obvious that it was in a fairly active stage, and we were to encounter very unpredictable weather for the next week.
How's this sound?
Really good. Champagne sailing at the moment. We've got 11-12 knots of breeze and we're trucking along at 6. This is really, really lovely. It's just gone 5 a.m. Bit of an interesting night. Managed to sail until about midnight. And since then we have been in squalls, and pretty much we're in one at the moment. There's one just passing off to our starboard side. We're now motor sailing just with the head sail out until this squall passes us, and then we'll see what we do from there. But it's just coming up on daybreak, so it's going to be a lot easier once that's happened to mess around with the sails and wait for this rain to stop.
Sunday morning. It's been like this for about 5 hours. We're doing 2.7 knots with an engine on 2,000 revs, and it is miserable. That's what we're trying to sail through, and it's not much fun. 6 o'clock on Sunday evening, and it's actually a beautiful evening on the water, even though we are motoring. But at least we're going to see the sunset this evening, which I think will be the first one of the trip. It's been a long and tedious day today. We had a squall that took us 8 hours to get through. Just grey, solid grey skies and rain and wind swinging around the dial. But in the meantime, it is the light on the water is beautiful. And yeah, if the engines weren't on, it would be stunning, but I can't have it always, I guess.
Doing a bit of squall watching. That's what it looks like on radar, and this is what it looks like in real life. So that's off to our starboard side, and it's wrapping all the way around to there. We've reefed down, and we're on a go slow, and it's actually blowing that way. So we're just gonna let it pass us by, and then carry on after. How's squall watch going, Jen?
I'm over it. I'm over today. I'm over the fluky winds. I'm over sails up, sails down, engines on, engines off, and that is just enormous. I've got no idea how. What do you reckon that is? 15 miles across?
Easily.
4, 8, probably about 15 miles across.
The grey skies cleared, leaving us with a stunning evening light. However, it didn't last long.
More squalls. Oh goody. And this one just kept coming at us. It was 3 squalls and then it merged into one big fat one, and now we're sitting in the middle of it.
Oh, it's our last night at sea. We're due to arrive tomorrow at about 9 in the morning and make our way in through the reef, so we'll have good light. And yeah, today there was just heaps of squalls all the way through. The last 36 hours or so have been a bit of a mixed bag. So it will be nice to get the hook down tomorrow and have a bit of a relax. I've got another hour to go, and then Joe will finish the night off. We are 10 miles out. We still cannot see land. It just shows how low-lying these atolls are. I would hope that we start seeing something in the next few minutes. According to all the maps, it's there. Land ho! We're 7 miles off the point of the land just over there, and it's just coming into sight. So it's very low-lying. Just working out, I think this is our 5th country. So, time to hoist the quarantine flag. We're going to be in about an hour and a half. We are 4 miles away from the reef entrance into Tuvalu. So that is essentially get ahead over here. And once we're in the lagoon, we're then heading over here to Funafuti. Just coming straight down the middle of here. Nice wide entrance. We're currently in 1,000 meters, and this will shallow to about 12. I'm expecting a little bit of current and stuff as that all happens, but we're on slack tide as well. Should be pretty chill.
Just arriving into Funafuti lagoon. We'll be heading across that way once we're past all the coral heads.
Yay! Going through the pass.
Funafuti.
Funafuti.
I keep calling it Funafuti. We made it.
Anchor down.
In Tuvalu.
Yeah. 596 nautical miles we have done.
Nearly all on the bloody engines.
A lot of it was on the engines, unfortunately, but this looks pretty nice. Bluewater.
This is the main township we've anchored off because we're going to go and check in, find the building that we need to go to. And our friends on Forever are anchored just behind Rob's head. Haven't seen them in a while. Be good to catch up with them.
It'd be great, but yeah, now a quick bite to eat, and then we'll go and get checked in and get everything done before close the business. We're off to town.
So check in.
Yep.
Let's do it. Have we got everything we need?
I think so. We'll find out when we get there, eh?
Yeah, it's usually how it happens.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, we'd love you to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. And if you'd like to support our journey, head to our Ko-fi website. The link is in the description below.